Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, and a very warm welcome to episode 15 in our Arabic story walkthrough series of Layla wa Dhib, or Layla and the Wolf. So today we're actually on page 14, I believe, of the document. If you're not following along, you can go to the description section of this video or on the podcast, and there's a link in there for you to download the book as well for you to follow along. I'll also put the text up on the screen as well if you can't be bothered or you can't access it for whatever reason, so that you can follow along directly from this video too. So it's usually the custom for us to just kind of read through the whole paragraph in Arabic, and then we'll do kind of a word-for-word breakdown of it. So we'll keep up that. It seems to be what the students want. So let's get into it. So we're in sort of chapter 8. If you're not familiar with the Arabic numbers, it's the one that kind of points up. It's like an upside down V. And it says, Layla amama dhi'bi. So let's read through it. Good. دخلت ليلى المنزل واجهت الذئب وهو في ثوب الجدة. قلد الذئب صوت جدتها وقال أهلا بك وسهلا يا ليلى كيف حال والدتك؟ كيف حال والدك؟ هل جئت وحدك؟ قالت ليلى الكلب وازع خرج في الصبح ولم يعد. قال الذئب بصوت الجدة أحسن شيء أنك حضرت وليس معك كلب أنت شجاعة يا ليلى. Very nice. So, what is the title? Layla. So obviously we know who Layla is. Amama. Amama means in front of. Okay, it's sort of it's the opposite of khalfa. Amama wa khalfa, or wara'a, meaning behind as well. دخلت ليلى المنزل. So dakhala is a verb meaning to enter. So Layla entered. Obviously it's feminine because Layla is obviously a woman or a girl. Al-manzil, we've seen this word many times in the series, meaning a house. This verb is perhaps one of the only words in this section that we've never seen before. The verb wajaha, which means to face somebody. Na'am, wajaha, it's a form 3 verb for those of you on the Arabic in 60 Steps program. So wajaha, yuwajihu is what it would be in the present tense. Very good, yeah, meaning to face something. And obviously its roots are in the word wajh, meaning a face. Good. So she faced wajahat. You'll notice there's a kasra on wajahati. That's to kind of join together with the L that comes after it. Wajahati dhi'bu. She faced the dhi'b, she faced the wolf. وهو في ثوب الجدة. And he was in the clothing of the grandmother. قلد الذئب صوت جدتها. قلد, we saw this word in the previous lesson. قلد meaning to imitate, Good, the masdar of this. So past tense, قلد, present tense, يقلد, and the masdar is taqleed. Taqleed is, as I mentioned as well before, that taqleed is a term meaning imitation. It's sometimes used in sort of religious circles to say, you shouldn't just do taqleed, you shouldn't just imitate what a scholar says or whatever. Good. قلد يقلد تقليد. Very good. So the wolf imitated صوت جدتها. The wolf imitated the voice of her grandmother. وقال, and he said, أهلا بك وسهلا يا ليلى. He said, أهلا بك. He said, well, this expression أهلا وسهلا, we know what that means. أهلا بك وسهلا يا ليلى. Yeah, I mean, maybe we usually just hear أهلا وسهلا. We hear as a response أهلا بك. But it really just means welcome, ya Layla. If we're to break it down a little bit more, ahlan, it means that you are like a people. You're like their people. Your ahl are your people. And sahlan, it means that it's easy. Sahal means easy. So you're like a people and your time will be easy here. Kind of the origins of that way of saying welcome. Very nice, ya Layla. كيف حال والدتك? So yes, والدة means a mother. Yes, walida means a mother. It's the active participle of the verb walada, meaning to bear a child. So a walida is the female one who bears the child. Yes, but it means as well. And for things like this, it would be essentially synonymous. Good. How is your mother? كيف حال والدك? So walid is obviously just the masculine of walida. So it's not, I mean, in English when we say you bear a child, it has connotations of it being what the woman does, or the mother does, but it just means to kind of have a child. And from walada, a man can do walada as a woman can as well. They just produce offspring. Good. Good. هل جئتِ وحدك? Did you come by yourself? Okay, so we have هل, which is what we put at the beginning of questions. Yes and no questions. جئتِ from the verb جاء in the past tense. جاء in the past tense. يجيء in the present tense. And جئتِ, you came. وحدك. وحدك it's just a good expression for saying by yourself. And you put other prepositions on the end. وحدي, by myself. وحدك, by yourself. وحدك. And وحده, even by himself as well. We hear this even used with Allah as well when we're saying like him alone. Alhamdulillahi wahdah. But praise is due to Allah, him alone, right? Alhamdulillahi wahdah. In that case, when I'm saying wahdah, it's really wahdahu, right? But it's a rule when reading standard Arabic that you don't need to pronounce the vowel on the very end of sentences. Good. قالت Layla. So Layla said, الكلب, and then we know that the kalb's name is وازع. خرج في الصبح. He went out. خرج نعم. هذا الفعل اللي هو عكس المعنى دخل. It has the opposite meaning of دخل. دخل يعني he goes in. وخرج يعني he left. نعم. خرج في الصبح. صبح يعني صباح. The صبح means the same thing as the صباح. It means the morning. He went out in the morning. ولم يعد. Good. يعد is from a hollow verb. عاد يعود, meaning to return. I believe the word Eid as well, when we have like Eid al-Adha and Eid al-Fitr, comes from that same root as well, because it keeps on coming round every year. The whole purpose of the Eid is that it comes round every year. And I suppose in a sense, even things that happen weekly are a type of Eid, in a sense, even like Jum'ah, things like that. And in a sense, they're a type of Eid. Good. Lam yarud. Because we've put lam before yarud, it's not yarud, it's yarud. We squeeze these verbs when they have lam before them. Lam just means didn't. So for example, a verb like yarudu becomes yarud. A verb like yaqulu would become yaqul. A verb like yabi'u would become yabi'. So we squeeze the vowel sounds in it. Good. That type of verb is called majzoom. If it has been, that thing had been done to it. Good, let me continue. قال الذئب. So the ذئب said, بصوت الجدة. Okay, of course, with the salt, with the voice of the جدة, of the grandmother. أحسن شيء أنك حضرت وليس معك ليس معك كلب. Good. أحسن شيء. The best thing. The best thing. أحسن means the best. نعم. أحسن means the best. Shay. The best thing is that أنك, is that you, حضرتي is that you turned up, وليس معك كلب, and you do not have a kalb with you. We've heard in the past the dhib say something along the lines of أنا أكره كلابا, or something. I hate dogs. We've heard him say something along those lines in the past. The dhib does not like the kalb. Good. And there is not with you a kalb, and then the whole thing brings us to this the punchline of it. Anti shuja'atun ya Layla. Anti, you are shuja'a or shuja'atun jiddan. I don't know why I have a slight shuja'a. Maybe I've heard that from Arabic speakers who also speak French. Shuja'a. I've more heard Arabs who turn the j into like a j sound, being from like Lebanon or Morocco or countries that have like a strong French language influence there. Shuja'atun. You are shuja'a. You are brave. Naam. In this case, it has a ta' marbuta on the end because it's feminine. Shuja'atun. But it wouldn't have to if it was anta. Anta shuja'un. You are brave. Ya Layla. Oh, Layla. So we'll stop there. If you're following along in the book, you can see that it's very hard for me to fit this whole passage on one screen when I'm presenting this. So we'll break this up into a few different parts because there's a whole dialogue that we'll go through in the next lesson, inshallah. So that's everything for this lesson. I'll do a few announcements now really quickly for those of you who are sort of involved in the Arabic in 60 Steps world and what we do. So I want to say huge congratulations to the students on the intensive program at the moment. You guys are just doing amazingly. Like it looks like you guys are all graduating in a very early January, and that's really exciting. And obviously in that process, I want to give a little announcement as well to those of you who have registered for our next cohort in March, because some of you have started to register. I want to email you all in the next week just to let you know about what's coming up and things like that and what it will look like. But in the intensive program this year, we've included a number of things into it which we didn't run previously. So we've included more dialogues, we've included more skill application, we've included more Arabic chit chat in every single one of the lessons and things like that. And that's obviously gone really well, and I'm seeing a lot of progress. So we will look to take more students in March. There's sort of 20 or 30 students who have already registered their interest, but I won't take more than 8 is the thing. So I'd love to hear from you as well. If you're someone who has registered for our next intake and for the intensive program, then we'll talk about that too. As we kind of start producing more content more consistently on this YouTube channel again, I do really want to open up members on this channel. We have talked about that before, but I wanted to have some consistency on the channel, inshallah, before doing that. And that money will go towards building a studio. It will go towards helping reshoot the Arabic in 60 Steps program, and it'll also go towards just generally improving the content here as well, because I'm not a video editor. Like, I'm just not very good at it, and I could do with some help with things like equipment and things like that, and it'll go a really, really long way on this channel. So anybody who wants to support, I think I'm only opening up a membership for like $1.99 or $2.99 a month or something, but that goes a really long way. And all of you guys who have given super thanks and stuff like that on the videos, I just want to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Like that really, really goes a long way with trying to run channels like this. So there's that. Probably the last thing that I'll say for today is that in the structure of the Arabic in 60 Steps program and everything, we sort of have this channel and the podcast and everything like that. For people who want to be on the program, we have a program, which is what this whole thing is all about, really. It's obviously a 60-step program where students go from, building their most basic sentences at the very beginning up to being able to access some of Arabic's most iconic texts, including Arabic poetry and Arabic travel writings from the Middle Ages, and understanding the nuance and difference between Quran revealed in Mecca versus revealed in Medina, and some hadith literature and all kinds of stuff like this, right? But as we're kind of building such a large number of graduates now, we've got like over 100 graduates of the program now, I wanted to produce something that's very useful for them, something that's ongoing support for them, like a community of people who are keeping up their Arabic as much as learning new Arabic. And so we're going to have kind of, as I mentioned, we've got these Arabic in 60 Steps channels, Arabic in 60 Steps program, and Arabic in 60 Steps community is what's going to be coming. So the community is something that we'll launch at the end of December, inshallah. I might aim for Arabic Language Day, because then we have World Arabic Language Day on the 18th of December. But our brothers over at Arabic Workshop are starting on 100 Days of Arabic, and I don't want to step on their toes at all, so I might do it a couple of days after or something. But we'll see about that though. But I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. Arabic in 60 Steps community is on its way, and there'll be lessons that I'll deliver in there. They're entirely delivered in Arabic, because that's the kind of level that our graduates are at, and there'll be bonus courses on other Arabic literature, other Arabic poetry and things like that, as well as a purely Arabic language WhatsApp group as well, because we have a WhatsApp support group for the students on the 60 Steps program, but it's all in English. Like, we explain things in English and stuff like that. But for students who are sort of level higher, we'll have an Arabic language only group on there, and a number of other things as well. We want to open some community groups for our graduates and other students who are ready for it, to have like interest-based groups where students can practice their Arabic around their interests, be it sport or Islamic texts or whatever, wrestling, nature, wildlife, or whatever you're interested in. So so there's lots of things that will go into the Arabic in 60 Steps community, and it'll be really accessible price-wise. We're thinking like £15 a month, something like that, £12 a month, something like that. And one other thing I want on there is I'm planning on having guest teachers as well. So like all the Arabic teachers that you see on Instagram and have, whatever other YouTube channels and things, I'm talking to a bunch of them at the moment about having them to come and do like guest seminars for the students in the Arabic in 60 Steps community. So that's everything for now. And thank you so much for listening and for being part of the Arabic in 60 Steps podcast and YouTube channel. See you guys in the next one. When is the next one? The next thing that we'll do, I believe, today is Friday, on Sunday, we will have just another video come out. Just kind of a surprise topic on Sunday. And then on Wednesday, we'll have a podcast. I'm recording a podcast with our brother Ben Iqra. He's actually a student in the Arabic in 60 Steps program, but he's also in like gaming and YouTube and stuff in the Muslim space. So yes, we're doing a podcast with him, and then we have other guests coming up as well, including Simon from Simon Says Squat. And then we'll also have brother Ryan as well from Arabic Workshop as well to talk about their challenge, the one Arabic in 100 days challenge. So see you guys in the next one. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.